Hello and welcome back to Seaside Garage and the Saab 900 Turbo. In this video I hope to fix the brakes, because when that is fixed I will be able to move this car in and out of the garage again under control. Currently I can drive it out, but it is without brakes, so it's So let's go ahead and do that. I already started actually, and this video will be a bit of a clip wheel of old clips actually, because it's quite a while back I started on the rebuild of the Calipers. So you will see a clip in a second where the garage is looking completely different, because that was before I removed the door in the garage. The brake caliper is pretty funky. We got a caliper in here floating in a bracket. So it's only one piston, which is surprising in a way, because remember a Volvo got 4 pistons in this position. This one is more powerful but got 1. So there's 1 piston in here. Then we got the handbrake mechanism also here. What we're going to start with is just to take everything apart. Yeah, sometimes it helps to just tighten it up a little bit before, and this got it free. So now I think I can tap this part of it. This car seems to have been well serviced until it was parked, because these are just fine. Or they're not worn at least. And in here it also looks very clean, which is nice. And I also checked before coming this far that if I press the handbrake mechanism, the piston moves, so it's not stuck. Otherwise it could be very difficult to get it apart. There we go. Yeah, there we go. That did the trick. I want to take that one out. I'm just going to cut this. That will make it easier to grab it. There we go. But actually I'm going to leave it in, because we are going to clean this up. I'm also going to fit this one, because that will plug up the holes, because I'm going to throw it in the blaster. There we go. With that done, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take my Skill mini compressor. This can pump up tires and air mattresses and so on. Then I'm going to put one of these into that, switch it on, turn it up to a couple of bars. Let's just say 2.5 to begin with. Then I'm going to insert this into the brake line input, keep my fingers out of this area and press the on button. That made one of the piston move at least. So I'm just going to remove the disc completely, or the pads completely. Then I'm going to clamp the one that moved, because of course I need both of them out. So if I clamp the one that moved, then maybe I can make the one that did not move. Let's try that. Again, do not put your fingers down there. I've done that once before and it's really not a pleasant experience. Just gotta put the pad in so that when it shoots out, it doesn't shoot too far at least. And then give it a blast. Maybe even both of them. I don't know if you could hear me actually. And now I'm just gonna undo all the bolts. Here we go. The piston looks decent, that's really nice. Okay, so I actually forgot, but I did buy a complete repair kit for these calipers with the new pistons, so that is really nice. So I cleaned the inside. Firstly, I'm going to install the new rubber seal. I'm going to dip it in. I dip it in brake fluid beforehand just to not put it in completely dry. There we go. Then we're going to lube up the piston so that one doesn't go in dry either. Like that. And then install the dust seal into the groove of the piston and onto the groove of the caliper. Then install this that holds it all together. Here we go. Same on the other half. There we go. Then between the halves is small sealing rings that I will also lube with brake fluid, like that, and then install the two halves. Unfortunately, I'm missing the last bolt because both of them had a non-original bolt in here. I'm trying to find another caliper because I would like to, the bolts are a little bit special, so I would like to use them. And also the other caliper got some damages, so I would like to actually change that. So there we go, it's rebuilt. Of course, it's not as shiny looking as when I began because there's a lot of handling involved. So I'm just going to give it a quick spray on the outside at least, just to freshen it up a bit. There we go. And then just the other one. I'm gonna have to take this off in the future to change the bearing, and it's also bad on the other side. That's just how it is. So it might be a little silly to understand why I fixed this when I need to take everything apart later to fix that bearing. But I want this car to be safe to drive in and out of the garage. I sometimes will put it in storage, for instance, and it's just better that the brakes works. And yeah, and maybe I also got a little bit carried away with this brake restoration, but now it should be fine. And as long as it's stored right, and it will be, these won't take any damage from standing. I do hope to get this car driving within a year, maybe two. But who knows what happens? I don't know. But the next thing will be to fix all the rust and the paintwork before I continue on this mechanical side of this car, because I have to keep the costs down. And it doesn't make sense to invest in too many spare parts before I know if I can rescue the rest of it. So yeah. There we go. That just needs some bleeding and that's good to go. Let's do the front calipers also. And yes, the brake seals needs to be changed. I haven't found anyone so far that is inexpensive enough for me to use. These small fasteners for the disc are not really necessary, but they very often give you problems. I got this one out though, that's nice. I don't have a new one to put in, but it doesn't really matter for now. I got one of them, so that's enough. I hope that some of you guys have these shields lying around on your lofts or something and want to sell them to me very cheaply. But actually I'm allowed to make them myself, so I might end up doing something like that. Not now though. Now I just want to remove them. And a nice new disc. And yes, I did clean them off using brake cleaner. I just did it outside because that stuff is toxic. There we go. Now the brakes should be working on the Saab and I can move it in and out. That's important because I need the Porsche in here to do some work and I also need some other cars in to do some work, so the Saab will be on a little break, and then hopefully I will start the rust repairs inside or the roof repair, because that's probably the most important thing for this revival at the moment. Anyway, thanks for watching and see you in the next one.